Leo, what's going on? So, just wanted to do a reading for you about whatever you need to hear about right now. Um, so, the cards that came out, well, I asked, what does Leo need a message about right now? And you have the Hermit with the King of Pentacles and you, the Sun. All right. So, what I got immediately was that a period of reflection pays off. Okay. So this can be, I feel like this is just the energy. All right. The energy is the Hermit card. It's this period of quietness, self reflection, and reflecting on the past. Okay. Um, a number of you, Leo, what I'm seeing is that there's absolutely like a light at the end of the tunnel. All right. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and this is going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it will resonate in terms of career, money, finances, okay, stability, just being maybe in a stable relationship, stable commitment, okay. But what some of you may need guidance, like maybe you clicked on this for some guidance, is not to look at this time period. You need to take advantage of this period of quietness. And it truly does need to be a period of reflection, and one that, comes from a space of higher self, wisdom. Okay, that's the Hermit, higher knowledge. So it's not looking and reflecting on the past, because there's this moment of reflection going on. But what I'm hearing to tell you is you don't want to do it the wrong way. The wrong way would be to look back at the past and feel like a victim, okay? And asking, why did that happen to me? Or why did this person do that to me? You can ask those questions, but they want you to ask it in a way where your intention is to not repeat that. Your intention is not to repeat a cycle, okay? A number of you could be asking, why am I alone? Why am I alone right now? And the universe or your higher self is saying, because you need to be alone right now. This space is necessary. Okay, whatever that space is for each of you, it's going to be different. I'll say that one more time. Okay, something that I saw during one of my hermit periods, right? This is probably a period of my life when I was truly in hermit mode. And something that I saw that really brought me peace was you're being hidden. When you're alone, no matter how you got there, you're being hidden for a reason. You're being hidden from the world, hidden from, people that perceive you a certain way. Okay. You may feel, Leo, maybe you feel like some people are rejecting you or they're not as communicative with you. But that's because your higher self has asked for that. Maybe consciously you're not aware of that. Consciously you could be reaching out and saying, why won't this person talk to me? Or why won't this person help me? Why won't this person acknowledge my existence? right? And your higher self is looking at you, and they're saying, because you need quietness right now. Because the period of reflection is going to pay off. Okay? Both of these energies, that it's reflecting wisdom. And your higher self is trying to give you information. All right? But you're not going to be able to really look at things from a certain perspective without being on your own. Okay? I'm hearing to tell you that on your own or in hermit mode lies the key. Okay? That's another message that I'm getting for you. I just got a big ass cold chill. On your own, when you're alone, probably at night, is when you get enlightenment. Okay? Remember, you need the dark to find the light. Things need to be dark so you can see where the light is, right? It's like a lighthouse almost. All right? That's where you get all the information. That's when the downloads come in. It's in the quietness. A lot of you are being asked to meditate. Okay, meditate so that you can get these answers. You can receive these answers. It's in the quietness though. Okay, and that's what is going to bring you a level of wealth, prosperity, stability, comfort. Okay, all you're really being asked to do, Leo, what I'm getting is to be in receiving mode. Okay, so we've got earth energy here, we've got Virgo and Taurus. So earth energy, we also have Venus energy with Taurus. And Venus is, I attract, I'm calling in. But it's also, Taurus is I have. So they want you to be still, I'm hearing. Be still so that you can receive everything that you've asked for. The universe wants to let you know you're not really alone. You're never alone. And when I say the universe, it's whatever you anchor to. No disrespect. Whatever you anchor to. God, source, higher self, guides, angels, okay? Deities, whatever you anchor to. They want to let you know that you are not alone. And that is another key. You're never alone. Because you are consciousness, okay, having an experience as you. So you're never alone. We're never alone. Okay, but you have to put yourself into. So some of you are questioning. Again, let's go back to. You may feel rejected right now. Okay, a lot of you could be feeling very sensitive, feeling rejected. Listen, if certain people are pushing you away, or they're not receiving you in the way that you want, if you're getting a lot of resistance in a connection, the guidance is let it happen. Don't fight that. Okay? Don't try to there's no need to fight for anything right now. This is a very submissive energy. Because that is truly when you submit and kind of just, like that lady has the video, even though a lot of us were already on this prior to her making the video, but it's called let them. If somebody wants to do their own thing, let them. It's not you really letting them, right? Everyone has the right to have their own experience. But whatever you're going through, Leo, true to your nature, you could be trying to get active. You know what I mean? I'm coming in there. I'm going to solve this. I'm going to take action in this way. I'm going to do this and it's going to help in this way. The universe is saying, we just need you to be at peace right now. And listen, there could be a whole shit show happening, right? But you're supposed to distance yourself from it and just watch and observe. Okay? If you all want the answers at night, when you get some quiet time, some downtime, A lot of you just need to sit with your thoughts and allow your higher self, just, say, listen, I'm surrendering now, and I'm ready for the information. That's something that is probably very powerful for you to say. I'm ready for the information. Okay? But really, this is what I just heard is this is the information. They're saying all we need you to do, because you're about to receive a gift. And the reason why I know that is because the sun is here. You have the sun with the King of Pentacles. You're going to receive a gift. Now, here's the thing. Here's the rub. Here's the kicker. I don't know that you necessarily get everything that you want if you can't enter this mode, if you can't get into hermit mode. So that's why whoever you are, you clicked on this reading because you want what you want. Okay. The King of Pentacles with the sun. You want this offer. You want this, stable energy. Okay. Whatever that means to you. Work, romance, doesn't matter. You want this sort of stable energy here, and you're wanting to even embody that. But the only way that you're going to embody it is by surrendering, okay? Because you've done a lot of work, you've put in a lot of effort, Leo, whether you know it or not. You've sown a lot of seeds, and that's crazy because I was thinking about this earlier. You've sown a lot of seeds. You've done a ton of affirmations. You've done guided visualizations. You've meditated. You have even, you probably have actively been trying to make peace, right? With, the past. But they're saying it's really time to sit down. And here's what I'm getting at. They're going to give you this gift. I'll just go with it, right? When I say they're going to give you this gift. You got it already. It's already in your reality. It's already on your timeline. If you are watching this, you are already on the way to it. Okay? But the only way that you can really claim this, almost claim this prize, is by you genuinely looking back at the past, right? And almost emotionally detaching from it. Okay? Not in a way where you can't empathize with, it's really looking at everything, Leo. Okay? Not just people who hurt you, but who you've hurt as well. Okay? Looking at everything. And understanding that it's all brought you to this point. Hermit mode is going to encompass a number of things. Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others, right? And really sitting in this and acknowledging that was the past. That's the point of hermit mode. It's distancing yourself. It is detaching. So you're able to look at things from a higher level of consciousness, stepping into observer mode, witness mode, right? The reason why you have to do this is so that you don't take that with you anymore. You're asking for something new that feels more vibrationally aligned with who you are now. So we need you to leave who you were, who you thought you were. Okay? Declutter. Get rid of things. I mentioned this in Gemini's reading. And this, I don't know, this message is coming through. Okay. Getting rid of things that remind you of negative, memories. Because it's all vibration. You want to surround yourself. If anything, too, this is good shit, right? Because we got earth energy and we've got the sun, right? You and your happiest vibration, you and your highest vibration, Leo. Surround your things in your environment that make you happy. That when you look at it, it makes you happy, right? So that's another thing. But the most important message that I'm getting for you is that you have to be in hermit mode so that you can understand that the past was the past. That was then. This is now. and make friends with it and say thank you. Thank you to, you know, everyone that has gotten you to this point. And I mean everyone, okay? Good, bad, indifferent. If this person treated you like shit, like, I'm sorry, y'all, but, you know, from here on out, like, if you're going to continue on this journey with me, you have to understand that I'm going to say this with love, but we're not victims. And listen, I've walked a rocky path, you know, as my mother says, some, you know, worse than some, better than others, right? We all have our own story. But where a person who is going to vibrate high is going to understand that this is an experience and that it's just about vibrations and frequencies. And we are vibrational matches for certain things, okay? So if we're here, me and you, right, you're watching this, I'm talking to you, at this point, you would not be getting this energy or this energy if you're not ready for this message. And the message is, we want you to be thankful for everything so that you're in a thankful vibration, so that you're in a grateful vibration, and so that you can be ready for what it is that you're about to receive, right? You went through all those things. Look at that gray hair. That's wisdom. You went through all these things, all these experiences. You engaged with all these different people and all this energy. And some of it was shitty and some of it was fantastic and great. It's all these stories, right? I mean, what are we really living for if there are no stories? Okay? We didn't come here to have a perfect life. But at this point, the Leos that I'm connecting with, you've learned a lot and you're really ready for some genuine happiness, for some genuine stability, right? For your environment and your life to really reflect how you feel on the inside. You're really ready for that. But all they're saying is, we need you to let go of the past. We really do. We need you to emotionally release it. Right? You know what that really looks like? That looks like somebody bringing something up from the past to you and you looking at it like from a genuine, like non-emotional, and just observing, saying, okay, that happened, and seeing where you stand on that. And maybe genuinely you can say, well, I do understand where you're coming from. Here's where I probably was coming from. And, you know, that's that. Let's go have some coffee. I don't know, you know. But someone who is an emotionally attached person to the past still would defend themselves, right? Would say, yeah, well, I did that because of XYZ, because you did this. No. This is about emotional maturity. Maybe the mature person wouldn't even engage in that type of interaction, right? It's okay to have empathy for someone, but it's also okay to protect yourself. And that is Virgo energy. Okay. Yeah, that shot out. If you can tap into this energy, when does this all manifest for you? When you least expect it. I told you, if you can't truly embody this, you know, it's like if everyone watching this reading right here could truly embody this, then I would have a definitive time probably. But it does, you're already aligning with it. But your task, the thing that you need to do is, you know, release. Wow. What energy do they want you to tap into is joy to manifest this. Just be happy. Just be happy. Be you. Be the true Leo that is just optimistic. It doesn't matter what other people's perspectives are around you, right? Honor them, you know, be understanding. But you have to honor your own experience too and how you feel as well. And don't let anyone get you down, okay? Because it's important that you maintain this high vibration. Affirm that you're on the path, Leo. Just say, I am on the path of XYZ. I am so thankful. I'm so, excited to be here having this experience. And I'm excited to be aligning with, my desired outcome. I'm excited to be on that path. Affirm the path. Okay. I mean, science tells us that the universe is not fixed. Okay. Now, there are certain things that happen that, certain outcomes are inevitable because, you did something that is, you can't take back. So that did create an outcome, right? You go out, you do something, I don't want to say anything like crazy, but you hurt someone and, you got to pay. Outside of that, though, when you're manifesting and creating and you're doing it from a place of love and the intention is, to take care of you, yourself, your family, your loved ones, and it is a, positive in intention, well, the universe is not fixed. You are the observer. So if you look at the double slit theory, the observer is really who dictates what the projection is, what the universe is. So Leo, and I'm just being guided to share this with you, maybe to remind you. A lot of you already know this. You know how this stuff works, but I'm here to remind you. You are the observer. So change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. And the way that you're really going to clean that lens is by letting go of the past. So you're not looking at things from a past perspective. And this is a practice. You're going to have to actively practice this. I do it every day. I may have a reaction to something and then I stop myself, right? Wisdom. I stop myself and say, if I'm reacting, I'm probably doing that from a place of emotion and it's probably triggering. So that has to do with the past. Now, what does my response need to be? And that probably is another message for you all. When you think about going to react or do something, sit with it so that you are not doing that from a place of emotion or the past. Okay? You want to be able to look things from a fresh set of eyes. There's also another saying that someone who is able to have a past life and begin a new life lives twice in one lifetime. Okay? I think you can have multiple different lives in a lifetime. You never know, right? Leo, I think I just want to give you an animal spirit card. I love you all. Happy early birthday. Happy Leo season whenever you watch this. Can I get an animal spirit card for Leo? What are you advising them to tap into to receive all of this abundance? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. The snake. We're in the year of the snake. Hello. Okay. Wow. The snake spirit. What does it say? 55, time to heal. I did a 555 reading too. Okay. So you may want to watch that. I'll try to link it here. So snake spirit, time to heal. Time to heal, right? Time to shed that skin. Okay. It's also protective. Snakes are very protective of their space, right? And the snake is the guardian of the light. Okay. Yes. You better guard that light. Look what she has. Better guard that light. If people are not aligning with you, if you feel someone is rejecting you, man's rejection is God's protection, right? Here we go. Oh, I have some things underlined here already. Leo, all of us need healing at times, and when snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Your vitality. Ooh, Kundalini meditating. I'm getting it. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Yes, give yourself that space. Go into hermit mode. Love it. Learn to love it. Okay. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. Vitality is rising in you. I'm just smiling because confirmation. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, right? Shed the past. There it is. I shed the past. That's an affirmation for this new moon. I shed the past and step into my new way of being. This might be a good time to honor the work you have done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, and well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. Your protection message, Leo. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance. Yes. Only by forgiving yours. Is this not confirmation? Okay, I'm done. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom. You will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. What did I say? You can look at things from a different perspective and even apologize to someone. Like, I can see where you're coming from, you know? Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal. And that, oh my God. Woo! I feel like I'm about to cry. I'm going to say that one more time because I feel like that really hit home for someone. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help heal others. Leo, that is your message. I love you all so much. Happy birthday. Okay. And just remember to keep shining, please. Okay. That is your job. You were born, especially if you're born under the sun sign or even Leo rising. Okay. Leo moon, you can come on in here too. But Leo sun and Leo rising too, you were here to be the sun. You're here to be warm. You're here to be loving and be the light for sure. All right. But honor your darkness. Remember, it's when you go in the dark, that's when you really find the light. All right, guys. I love you, Leo. Okay. Take care. Peace.